Hello, this is Noreen from Joya Cards, and today I'm doing another whale card. So this is Whale Done, and I call it by your side. So what I'm going to be using is Whale Done with the punch. I'm also going to use high tide because I thought the sentiment here in high tide or low tide, I'll be by your side. I thought that was really cute. And then I didn't use the birds from this set because it's one set and it's kind of big. I used my meadow birds. So that's what we're going to need. And also we're going to be using the Whale of a Time DS paper. So before I get started, I did want to show you that August 4th, the new mini catalog comes out and it's got Christmas stuff in it. So if you're interested in getting a catalog, put a comment with your email and I will send you out one. Also, you can win the demo card, so something for free. If you are a first-time subscriber to my YouTube channel, if you put in a comment, say, hey, I like the card, and put your email address. The only way I can contact you is if you put your email address, and you're the first one, I'll mail you this card. So that's kind of cute. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to take Balmy blue and do the 5.5 by 4 1/4, pretty standard stuff. Now, what we've got going on here is some fussy cutting. You're going to take that Whale of a Time DS paper and you're going to look for this piece that has all the different sizes of the whale on it. The back side looks like this. Now, you can do this two ways. You can fussy cut them, or you can use your punch. Now, if you're using the punch and you don't want to destroy any of the little whales around it, just cut out the big whale and put enough paper around it to attach a post-it note and then feed it into your punch that way and punch it out. The other way you could do this, if you have like I have a Brother Scan and Cut, you can put it on there and you can scan and cut these out and it's fantastic. I mean, I wouldn't do it any other way. So we've got all these little whales, so I cut those all out. And then I also took another piece of DS paper. It looks like this, and it has this on the back. And I just punched out the little spout here. So the two little pieces for the spout. So I got that in my other little container. And then you're going to grab this piece of DS paper. This is the one with the big whales on the back with the little fishies going around. This paper is fantastic. I love it. So first thing we're going to do, I can't put this on my Scan and Cut because it's not, there's not enough distinctive line to do it. So if you have one of those, you're going to have to fussy cut this. So we're going to fussy cut along this wave, this one here, and this one there. So I'm going to fussy cut those out and I'll be right back. Now the next thing we're going to do, and what I've done here is I've actually sponged this part of the sky background. So take your card base and make sure it's the right way up. And we're going to start with the lightest color first, which is Seaside Spray. And let's see, you always want to test your ink because if you've just reinked your pads, it might come out a little darker than you want. Plus, you should always stamp off anyway. And go ahead and put a light color of it on here. In circles, start off the edges, all that good stuff. All right, and then switch to Pool Party. See how dark that is? See, I just redid that one. And I'm going to put just a little bit of that and just give it some contrast. I always use at least 2 colors when I'm sponging just to give it a little interest. So that's how you do that part. Now that your sky's done, what we're going to do is we're going to take the sentiment from high tide here and get out your Pacific Point. And we're going to go ahead and stamp the sentiment first so we know where to put everything. So I'm going to put it right up here in the corner and grab a little more ink. And put it right here. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to grab those clouds from my meadow. We're going to grab these 2 clouds here. And we're going to grab some Whisper White. And I'm going to put just, whatever you think is good. So I'm going to put one here, and I'm going to put one I'm going to grab a piece of scratch paper and pull one off to the side here, and then the smaller cloud I'm just going to put here. You can choose to put another cloud if you want, just right here. put them anywhere you want. And then, so that's for the clouds. I'm also going to grab the birds from my meadow and make sure that they're flying not upside down. I did stamp those upside down. And then put your birds there in Memento. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to take the largest piece of that DS paper, and we're only going to snail on the edges, so except for the water edge. So the bottom and the sides, and we're going to place it down on the open side this first. Also, if you notice, there's a subscribe button up in one of the corners here somewhere. If you can click and subscribe, that'd be great. You notice that it goes off the side. Before you do this, you really should cut your paper 5 1/2. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this down to the 5 1/2. I'll be right back. So now we're going to take the next piece, and I'm also going to do the same thing, the side and then the bottom. And I'm going to tuck this under this first piece right here, and you can just do it however much apart you want. I'm gonna do about right here. Okay, and then the last piece, do the same, the side, the bottom, side. And the reason why we're leaving this top part untaped is because we're gonna tuck the little whales in there. They're just tucked right in. So I'm gonna take this last piece and I'm gonna do right here. So now you've got your little ocean going. We're gonna get those whales that you fussy cutted and just turn them over and see which ones you wanna use. I'm gonna use this whale first. This one was off the edge of the DS paper. I'm gonna go ahead and just nail him off up, and I'm gonna tuck him under the middle wave here and hang him off to the edge. And always make sure his little eyeballs sticking up in his little smile. Actually, I'm going to use it on the bottom one. So he hangs off the edge of the paper a little bit, so I'm going to just turn this over and clip this right off. All right, he looks good. All right, and then I'm going to grab a big whale and nail him up. And I'm going to put him on the top because he's going to have the spout coming up. So I want to have his eye and his smile there and his tail going up like that. Then I'm going to take those little water spout pieces and snail those up as well and stick those here. Dunk, doink. Just like that. And then I'm going to put the rest of the whales on, and I'll be right back. So there's all the whales. So that's the front of the card. So that's really easy. Now the inside of the card is kind of cute. And what I did is I took the rest of that DS paper, and I'm going to, so this is the part you were cutting, I'm just going to cut off the very top. So I'm going to fussy cut that, and I'll be right back. So you cut off the very top of that same DS paper you were cutting on the front, and I'm just going to grab some Seaside spray and just grab the edges of it and go like this. And then also on the front of your card, I did take a sponge to the Misty Moonlight, and I sponged the edge of my whales too. So sponging the edges is always a good thing. So just give it a little sponge, and then you don't see those white spots. So the next thing I'm gonna do actually is I'm going to cut off, figure out how much I'm going to cut off on the bottom, and make sure that you cut that 5 1/2 off as well. So I'm going to do that, and I'll be right back. I cut off the 5 1/2 because this is a 6x6 paper, and then I'm going to go ahead and snail it, and you can snail the whole thing. Kind of line it up and see where you're going here, because you're going to take the whale stamp and you're going to ink it up in Misty Moonlight. And you're going to see approximately where you need to stick your whale so he's coming right up. And I'm going to put him right here. And I'm not on my stamping pad. Oh no. All right. So there's my whale. And then I'm going to take Pacific Point, and You're Kind of a Big Deal stamp from the stamp set. And I'm going to put that right up here. I might even like put it up to the side like that. And that's the inside of the card. So that's it. So if you could please subscribe to my YouTube channel, that'd be awesome. If you like the card and you're a first-time subscriber, put a comment with your email address. I'll email you back because you might win the demo card. I'll just stick this one in the mail. You get something for free. And also don't forget, August 4th is the new mini catalog, a bunch of the Christmas stuff, and they have autumn and Halloween, and this will be awesome. I can also send you a catalog if you want one. Just give me your email and that will do it. Thanks. Bye.